And why do women tend to avoid sex on the first date?
So that the man can see your value.
Exactly.
But at the end of it, you still have sex with that guy.
Exactly. Same applies to finances. I would prefer to pay on the first date to set it straight. It's not your money that makes me come here.
But you did not go there for his money. You went there for you guys to have a talk.
Actually, akitaka ku have sex now on the first date does not necessarily mean he wants to have sex with you entirely. He might want to have a relationship. But you as a girl will be like, I will not have sex on the first date. Why?
Hello, my people. Welcome to Startup Podcast, where we talk about all things related to love, relationships, dating, etc. I'm your host, Sophie.
I'm Becca.
And today we are going to dive in deep into the topic of dating, and we're going to be using questions, talk about the dating topic. So, hi Becca.
Hello.
So we have questions here that we are going to use them to discuss.
Okay.
We have topics here that we are going to use them to discuss the dating topic. So the first question is, how do people meet people to date these days? Is it mainly with dating apps?
Pretty much, I don't think in Africa we use dating apps as much to meet people.
There are people who use them, by the way.
But does not mean they're the majority.
Uh-huh.
People use dating apps in Africa, but they're not the majority. Majority of people meet in person, face to face, one on one. So for us, the people whom we date are just around your scope of environment.
So it's not mainly with dating apps at all. It is actually the
environment level near uko, your status, like maybe it's in school, your workplace, your home.
Yeah, by the way, it's rare to hear someone saying they've met in dating apps. Yeah. So, what is your ideal type? Be as specific as possible.
My type or your type? my type in terms of dating.
Yeah.
I'd pretty much say someone who acknowledges my strengths and weaknesses. I think that is the most important for me, and who understands me for who I am as a lady, my age, my social background, my social status, and appreciates each and every aspect of me. You know, someone who looks at me and wants to build and improve me. I feel that is very attractive.
My ideal, I think the first one is someone who respects me, because not even me necessarily, but everyone. Because I feel like if this person can't respect the other person, that means if the day he stops loving me, means he will not respect me too. You know. So first, respect. Second, I want someone who looks at me at a very different angle. This person wants to make me better, wants to always make things better for me, wants me to achieve my dreams and my goal, you know. So I think those are my ideal type. So what activities are enjoyable to do on a first date? Will that tell us about your first day when you started dating?
Okay, for me, I'm pretty simple. I would say that. I'm not sophisticated at any level, so I pretty much think I like decent activities. I don't like going fancy, because you know, funny thing about me, I am scared of a lot of finances, because I feel like when someone spends a lot on me, it requires a lot of responsibility back to them.
Yeah.
It's not that I don't want to submit per se. It's like more like I owe them back. You understand?
Yeah.
It's just a feeling. It's not like literally I owe them. So for me, I just like simple small things that make memories. Like we can cook something, we can eat, we can watch TV, we can go for walks, we can ride bicycles, we can read books, we can watch movies, tell stories. So for me, it's just pretty that.
Me, like I like going out. I want you to take me to places that you love. I want to make memories to the places that you love, and the place that I love, I take you out, you know. I also like we go to watch movies. I mean, just these small things. We stay in the house, I cook, you cook, you know, those simple things, not these big things first.
But would you mind being taken out in a fancy restaurant with all this fancy music?
I wouldn't say no.
Okay.
course.
Pretty much everyone
I
wouldn't.
love. I love, yeah.
Okay.
So is it a man's responsibility to ask a woman out? And if you were first answer that, is it a man's responsibility to take a woman out?
No, I don't think so. I don't. No one is
You
entitled.
both of you can do it, right?
Not really. Not both of you can do it. It's no one's responsibility to, if you feel like, for instance, if I like you personally, I'll try and communicate it. You understand? Just to I feel like sisi wote tunaogopa rejection. We're afraid of rejection. So like inakuanga ngumu for both of us. So anybody who feels like they can't say, unapenda tu mtu and you just like the way they look, so you just don't have to say you want to be in a relationship with someone. If you really want something serious with someone, tell them. Tell them, because it's serious. But if you feel like it's just some kitu kidogo, you can just ignore it. But it's non-responsibility. City, this person should.
Okay. I think perspective yangu, I don't think it is either bad for a woman or a man to ask someone out, but also feel it's more appropriate when a man does it.
What makes it when a woman?
Because most of the times,
Okay.
when it's not, I've heard these stories about my friends. They ask a man out, and then they start dating, and then after a place the man is like, either way, you are the one who wanted me. They don't put much effort in the relationship.
But don't women also say the same thing?
No, I'm just saying.
So
no,
if
I'm
you
just
go
saying,
with that, if you go with that
because
logic,
even I've asked men, why is it? I also asked the guys, why did you like tell this woman this and this? Because we were in that position whereby they have issues, they come tell you, go talk to the men. They're like, for me, I feel like when I ask a woman out, it is better. Them akiniuliza out enough sound funny.
No, asking a man out is different from expressing how you feel. Sophie, when I see a man, I'm like, God damn, I like that man, and then I'm like, hey nigga, I just want to be with you. Yo, that is like, no, like,
exactly. That's not what we are talking about.
But no, that's not what you're talking about. If I really, 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 really like you and I want something serious with you, I will come and tell you, okay, Michael or John or maybe Jade. I'll be like, hi Jade. So actually, there's this feeling I've been having for a while. I know we've been talking, I know we've been friends, but I just thought I should let you know. So lately, I've been feeling different, and I don't know whether you have been feeling the same, but I'd like to ask. I don't know. I feel like I feel more than friends. So I feel like I really, really like you, and just not in a friendly way. I think I'm in love with you.
It's not like I'm saying it's bad.
That's different from just going straight as dead to a man's eyes and telling like,
it's
are
not,
you single? I want you to be my boyfriend.
It's not like I'm saying it's bad, but I don't think it's appropriate.
Like, what makes it inappropriate?
Because of I've told you, I've talked to many guys about it.
But that is a social construct.
Listen.
Okay.
And hata mimi vile naona, it's not too appropriate, because men tend to get tired very fast, and then they use it as an excuse. But it's not me who wanted you. It is
a man who doesn't want you will not want you.
Hey, you know men very well. You know.
No, I don't know that. I know men.
I think you guys on the comment section, please be very honest. Do you like it when a woman asks you out, or do you like it when you ask a woman out? We didn't say it's bad for a woman to do it, but I just feel like it's not that appropriate.
Like, wait. What makes it inappropriate? You have said.
I haven't said it's an inappropriate, but I don't think it is.
But if it's
that
not
appropriate,
what makes it not that appropriate? What makes the opposite?
Because of the feedbacks that I've had from the guys.
But we have 7.8 billion human beings in
this
planet.
That's what I'm saying. Just from this is my experience. I'm not sure. I'm just saying about my experience with these guys. They've answered.
What if it's not wrong? If it's not wrong, then it means it's right. I as a woman, like,
that's why I'm saying.
No, I can confess my feelings, but that does not have to necessarily mean the guy will accept me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But here we okay. Yeah, that's what we're saying. But I did not say it's bad. I just want you to understand that I'm coming from a very different perspective.
You have said it's not appropriate.
It is not that appropriate.
Which means it's still not appropriate.
Because of the feedback that I've had with other guys. I don't know, but you guys can help us
Wait,
answer
wait,
that.
wait, 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 wait. You don't base your facts based on other people's opinions. Okay?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait.
To me, I said to me it's not that appropriate.
According to what people have told you, but you are Sophie. Tell us.
I don't think it is bad. I don't think it's bad.
Oh no, if it's not bad, then that's the message you should be selling to individuals.
But I also want them to like contribute, comment on what they think.
Okay.
Yeah, and then to finish, if you are a woman, have you asked a man out on a first date? You as Becca, have you done that? Have you ever asked a man?
I wouldn't say ask on a first date per se. Because I am not at the capacity to finance a date. So I wouldn't suggest it.
This doesn't mean that you go out and do. You can even go for a walk.
Just listen. Unajua pia I might be dating someone in Nakuru. Like yes, so it needs financing. Am I going to fly to Nakuru?
No.
So technically, for me, I haven't always been the first person to say because siwezi because I don't have the financial authority to determine the atakuwa free na tutafanya nini. You understand? If I had money, I would say, come, let's go do this and this and this and this, but I don't.
But does that question only apply on like, see, inaweza apply but if you're still in a relationship? Have you ever like taken your man out on a date? At least even once, ama si lazima ikuwe necessarily kumpeleka date, inaweza kuwa hata maybe ukajitolea na doa yako kapika.
Unajua unaniuliza like, okay, that is a very good question, but asking me things about relationship is a little tricky because I'm just unique when it comes to relationships. I don't have experiences.
I get.
Yeah, so it's a little bit difficult to answer that question. But if I were in a serious, stable relationship, I guess I would have.
Well, as for me, I have done it a couple of times, and I did not know it was dates. You know, you took like, where are you? See, you come here and here. And then I'm like, I'm buying today. It's like, no, don't choose your money. Let me just pay. I'm like, wait, you'll have to relax. I'm not paying. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. So.
Me? Why not? In fact, a very beautiful one.
Why not?
I've
done it a couple of times.
If it's my house or like we're going out in a hotel or maybe in public, I'll make sure the place looks really beautiful and memorable. Maybe it's his birthday, a surprise for his birthday. Or maybe I'm just like, it's just one of these days that maybe he didn't expect anything. So I just surprise him. So, you know, so that he can feel my presence. Yeah. And this is one of the ways that I will give him, like, make him feel valuable as a human being and prove my worth as a partner.
Because I think my partner wasn't used to being treated like evil. Because when I used to come up and like, I'm the one buying things and I'm no, ama sometimes you go and we go there. Then I'm the one and I'm no, don't, please, no, don't. That's not good. And I'm relax. You know, to him I think it really meant a lot.
I mean, but I feel like the difference between me and doing all these things too. I'm still working on setting a foundation for myself financially,
which is nice.
So after I get a base financially, then I might be able to complement my did I say husband, my partner for now because I'm not married.
Sometimes I didn't have money, and then I'm at his house, and I'm like, by the way, I can do something very different. I have, let me say, 100 shillings. Naangalia 100 inaweza nunua nini. You just, as a woman, we are very smart as women. Yeah. We just do something.
But some of us are not dating. We will, God's grace.
Amen.
Date.
Wow. Who should pay on a date? How about splitting the bill?
I really, really don't mind. Where I'm from, everybody advocates for that. In fact, before nitoke kwa nyumba, I'm always given extra cash if I'm hanging out with someone. Let it be my friend or like someone who, I wouldn't say date per se, maybe just someone who's interested. Akinita out, I will always carry cash. You understand? Doesn't mean ati najipeleka tu hapo like so you can take care of everything. You understand? But in most cases, ni mtu mwenye
amekuita on the date.
Yeah, mwenye amekuita on the date. please just, because first of all, okay, for me, sitiko baya manini, it was really much not on my plan to go out. And I'm always like, I work with a plan. I always work with a plan. If I planned to go out, is different from if I say like, Sophie, so next month let's pick a date, we just go chill, like you and I, sindio, nisha prepare psychologically. So you have to look for something, I have to look for something. Tushike mia sita twende tushike twende big fish tukamate samaki, you know. So like if it's my partner nana ilo, like he's not in easy to finance wote, sina shida anipate tu time in advance so that I can look for that money. Jota mimi sinanga tu pesa kwa kibeti yenye nangoja kuenda nayo date. So akini signal in advance we're going out in a date, we can share the bill.
On the first date, I will not pay the bill. But as tukiendelea, I don't mind chipping in. I don't mind.
Why not the first date?
Because you called me on a date. So that means already got prepared.
Okay.
But I don't mind splitting the bill.
So like the first date huwezi lipa completely?
I don't know you. You're calling me so that we might know each other.
Mimi kwanza hiyo sasa ndo mimi na
so
feel
why
kama
should I split?
Me can only let you pay for me. I can only let you pay my bills if I know like wewe ni mtu mwenye intentions zako ni right, because nothing is for free, honey.
Of course, mimi,
yes.
First of all, nitakuja na pesa yangu, si ndio? Nothing is for free. But wewe kwani ujijui vizuri? Because mimi ndakuja ni okay, me obviously ukienda, listen, when you go on I understand that nothing is for free. Ukienda hapo, this guy will ask,
not really.
Okay, what are you saying?
Not really. Nothing is for free. Everything has a price tag. You understand? For me, the first date is just so you know. Right now, I'm independent of myself, you're independent of yourself. We are meeting here for the first time, so we get to know each other. You understand? And you are a stranger.
This person anataka get into a relationship. So amekupeleka on a date.
Still a stranger.
Akwambie what?
Bado any stranger.
But mimi, to me, whether you'll have to pay the bill, but it doesn't mean in the future I won't mind actually splitting at all. It's not a problem.
Future uko unaweza,
but at the end of it, bado nitakuwa na pesa kwa simu yangu in case anything happens.
Mimi sipenagi, I don't like unaona na feel like inaitwa, what's it called, the halo effect. Do you know what the halo effect is? It's like when someone sees something about you, especially the first time, they will judge you from that.
But you called me on a date.
Wait. That will be their past perception about you. You understand? So me, when I'm making my entrance into the relationship, one, I need you to understand that I'm in here not for your money. That is the message I'm selling.
So where is paying for the food that he called you out on a date related to what you're saying right now?
It's just like when women tend to avoid sex on the first date. You understand? Why do women tend to avoid... Wait, just answer this question. Why do women tend to avoid sex on the first date?
So that the man can see your value.
Exactly.
But at the end of it, you still have sex with that guy.
Exactly. Same applies to finances. I would prefer to pay on the first date to set it straight. It's not your money that makes me come here.
But you did not go there for his money. You went there for you guys to have a talk.
No, actually, kitaka to have sex now on the first date does not necessarily mean he wants to have sex with you entirely. He might want to have a relationship. But you as a girl will be like, I will not have sex on the first date. Why?
Mimi, to me, I still stand that it's okay. Umenita on the first date. I don't really mind splitting the bill at all. But your first date, no umeniita. Sijajipanga financially. Umeniita.
Mbona hujajipanga?
So sikize, si vile tu, hata uwe umesema, on the first date, enye hapo, utakuwa umejipanga.
Nani amesema?
But you said that.
Okay, maybe I did.
I don't mind splitting. I don't mind splitting. Si mind kabisa. But this is your first date. Ni wewe umeniita. Unanyelewa? You called me. You planned it, you called me.
But like if you...
But about alafu niambia ati you need us to split, it's okay.
The first date, if it's impromptu, it's different from akiniambia.
Exactly.
Ahead.
That's what I'm saying. But ukisema to split, I'll still be okay with it.
No, siku split as such. Ukiniambia like days ahead, mimi...
That's better. You look for something.
Just wait, let me talk. Akiniambia days in advance. For example, a guy ani-approach sahi and then aniambie, so I want us to like go this and this and this on a certain date. I'll prepare myself. And when that day comes, I will pay. Unless anikataze, city na mind as such. But for me, that's... Your gesture, you're wanting to pay my bill, means I am not with him because I need him. I'm with him because I am interested in him.
So why should you do that the first time and the other times?
Because it's because he is a stranger. Let's set the same. Nimekwambia the theory is the same when it comes to sex. Mbona dem ataki kulala na chali? The first
to me, first date you'll pay. I don't mind splitting at all. Lakini first date.
So which leads me to the next question. So if yeye atalipa. So if he wants sex, will you give him?
If he wants
sex on the first date, will you give him?
No, Sinia amenita date. Did I tell him that I want to go on a date? Sinia alinita. There are two different things here you're talking about. This is you calling me out on a date to tell me something. You want us to have a conversation. Wait.
Okay.
You want us to have a conversation, sindo? That means umeji prepare fully. Unaona? So
analipa kama nani? Kama
he called me out on a date.
Okay, analipa kama nani? Like, who is he to you as he is paying?
Then why did he call me out on a date?
Just answer the question. Do not ask.
Kitu nakwambia ni mimi, I'm just trying to be realistic. Ile reality. Mimi ukiniita out on a date, you want to have a conversation with me. I have taken my time out there kuja kukusikiza. Unaona? Na set inamaanisha
So it's like he's paying for an interview.
Stop complicating me. Set nimekataa it is bad to split ama to pay the bill. Siwezi mind. And I've been doing that with my guy. I've been paying bills. I don't mind. But on a first date, pia mwanaume anataka kujiprove that
I'm asking you why, and like nimekuuliza vizuri sana, like analipa as who?
See, he called me out on a date. I don't mind. Friend, like, I don't mind paying for myself.
Do not. The answer is not like ati ameniita on a date. Of course, we umeenda, siwe pia umeenda na ulikuwa unajua unaenda na unaenda kukula.
Of course atakuwa ananiambia I want us to talk.
Of course you're going to talk, but who are you like unaenda huko as what? Is here potential? Like
something of sorts.
What are you trying to like?
Because one thing ukikubali kwenda on a date, it means either uko interested ama second uja baada ya kwambia what he wants. But unaenda kumsikiza so that you make things straight.
Okay. So inamaanisha uko interested.
One, either uko interested ama two, you just want to go also and make things straight.
Because you're bado ni interested. Like go make things straight aje.
Straight is akikwambia nakutaka naambia I can't because of this and this, we can be this and this. Unaona? We are going to converse.
Okay. Kwa bili yake.
Na si niye amekuita.
But I've told you
the men are usually ready for that. So usiyeke it's
why like, are you assuming they're ready? Why are you saying,
if it's okay, me I can still pay my bills.
Why are you assuming they're ready for that?
Okay, basi I can still pay my bill. That's the fact. I can.
It's not about you paying your bill per se. It's you pretty much not understanding how I mean when
it is on you. Wewe unasema as you, but me I'm saying as me.
No, sijasema ati ulipe. But I'm not trying to convince you to pay.
Yeah.
I haven't even pointed my finger at Sophie.
Nimekwambia to argue that point to make me.
I'm not. I'm not trying even to achieve anything.
No, not to achieve.
Okay.
You're trying to make me understand your point, which I understand, but also try kuni understand ikikwambia to me.
No, but like
on a first date.
Ndio nakuuliza. If he asks you for sex because you paid for your first date, will you agree or not?
I'll not. Do you know why? Because I did not ask him to take me on a date. It was his own will.
But didn't you know? That's why nimekuuliza unaenda hapo as who?
Ndio nimekwambia kuna two things. Either you're going to set things straight. See, he wants conversation. Now obviously that means amekata That means amekata conversation kwa simu. Na already kwa simu I'm sure ushamwambia anajua maybe you're dating ama you're not dating. Acha nikwambie not all dates zamaanisha you're going to have this person as your partner. Kuna some.
What do you mean?
They are friendly dates, by the way.
So you're going there on a friendly date. Does he know that? Did you let him know that this is a friendly date?
Yeah, they're friendly dates, by the way.
Okay, so umefika hapo hivyo. You want to like unatumia pesa yake and you know his intentions vizuri sana. I feel like that is an example of leading someone on. Because why would you use
they're friendly dates?
No,
dates ni relationship peke.
Atuko kwa friendly date. Tuko kwa dates za relationship.
Atuko kwa friendly dates ya relationship. This guy anakupeleka out, a converse with you what he feels. Ni amekuita out on a date. So when he asks you for
sex. Mbona simkatai tu?
Wait, just listen.
Endelea.
Ukienda hiyo first of all, ukienda hiyo date you're interested already. Tuanze hapo.
True. Fact. Positive check. Tick.
Exactly, that's the point. So that means ukienda hapo already unajua enyewe we are going to converse about this and this and I'm ready, I'm going to put nini zangu kwa table na yeye anaenda kunyambia what he wants, what he evil. Si ndio? So this guy already ashajipanga atalipa bill, but if
Unajua.
listen, if he can, junior amenita on a date, kwani wewe nikuita nikupeleke on a date?
Unajua.
Wait, just listen. Nikuita nikupeleke date Serena, najua je if you have that money. Tuanze hapo.
Unajua je sina.
Wait, I'm just asking you.
Unajua je sina.
Just wait.
Si unaniuliza swali.
Just wait. How do I know that you have money to pay for Serena
How
hotel?
don't you know that I have that money? Like these are things zenye mnafaa kuwa mna converse before meet.
Listen. As the man already anakuambiaga I am the one taking you out. Iniasha kwambia.
Sijakata.
Na akitaka kusplit pesa, sijakataa. Unaona? That's what I'm saying, sijakataa. But on a first date, no.
Nishakuuliza tu swali.
On a first date, no. Mimi
Hebu sikia. Let's just go slowly. Twende tu polepole. He has asked you out on a date, si ndio? You go. You have said you will never pay for a first date. Which ni sawa. No, there's nothing wrong about it. Then this guy comes, he wants sex with you. Would you say yes or no?
Hiyo ni decision yangu.
You'd say no.
Sex, it doesn't mean I'll have to pay for what he did for me. Nimekwambia ni yeye aliniita house kuna date.
So technically,
na sex it is not decision. Already hizi vitu tushaongea. So listen, already hizi vitu tushaongea. Acha kuweka sex ni kama like kenye imenileta hapo. Tushaongea, tulienda date tukaongea hizo vitu zote. All those things. So hiyo ni agreement ni sisi tunaweza kwa tumemake either this and this will happen. So that should not be added on the problems zenye zina ati because he paid for me ama stuff. Unaona? So let's move.
Hatu move. Na
what do you want?
No,
listen, unajua what you want me to answer?
No,
listen.
Let's just move
listen,
on.
Becca. Becca, listen.
No, hapana, you cannot do that. You can really not do that. That was so rude.
Sorry, I'm sorry, Becca. What you're not understanding is unataka ni understand unasema but shake kunielewa. Wewe umesema yako na nikakuelewa.
Listen, like, what do you mean?
But listen, you umesema where as a person you'll pay. Mimi nimekwambia mimi on the first date I'll not, but I don't mind splitting.
Sophie, I'm asking you questions.
Okay.
You're taking it personal and that is none of my business.
I'm not taking it
personal.
Are.
You really are.
Okay,
and that's
what
none
are you
of
asking?
Mimi, I am
what are you asking?
Strictly questions. Because
what are you asking?
Mimi nimekwambia.
Ask.
Nimekwambia my reasons for not, like, I would really like to pay for the first date to set.
Why?
Because to set the standards
and
straight.
I understood nimekwambia mimi siwezi lipa because
jamani.
No.
Wait.
Okay.
Jamani.
Sema.
Nimekwambia vizuri sana. I will pay for the first date. Why? I want to set the record straight. Why? Because hata mimi kama dem, I wouldn't want to have sex with a guy on the first date. Sindio? For some people, it's not wrong to have sex on the first date. You understand? Some people would often want to have sex on the first date. Sindio? But for me, kwangu, it's a no. To set the boundaries. It's like yeye akikubali ku hold himself back, na feel ni kama he understands the fact that this relationship isn't built for sex only. True or false?
Yeah.
So the same applies. When me, nikienda hapo hivyo kwa restaurant and I'm like, I'll pay. I'm not in this for money and money alone. I can stand on my 2 feet. I'm here not because I need you. It's because I like you.
So it's showing that through pay, kujilipia bill.
Unaona sasa that is what I mean. Unaona mimi nimekuexplainia you claiming
nimelopa
you haven't.
Nimelopa chako but to me kujilipia bill on the first date doesn't determine how the guy will carry me. So, how I will carry myself na vile tutaongea determines how he will carry me. That's one point. So naweza jilipia bill but bado anajua huyu najua tukienda pa naye.
So if a guy asks you, wait, umeshasema hivyo nika understand. Understand. But so like if a guy asks you to have sex with him also, it doesn't mean that if you guys have sex it will determine the rest of the relationship's value of sex.
It's supposed to be my decision and him. If I say no, it's a no.
But you're talking, this is a podcast, so like what is your opinion? Date, the thing is you're supposed to give your opinion.
Nje nakwambia my opinion. I'm not okay with it. So of course ndakuwa nishakwambia I can't because of this and this and you'll have to understand.
So una set records zako straight by not kulala na yeye on the first day.
Yeah, because why should bills be the reason why I should sleep with them? Why mbona nani ameni ask out? Kenya natakwambia Becca ni this guy ameni ask out, sawa? Mimi kosa kulipa bill haimaanishi ati itamfanya ani view in a way that ude message lipia bill so he can take advantage of me sexually. You see? Na it doesn't mean nimekataa ku split bills. Ni vile ni amenita on a first date.
So analipa juu amekuita. Na si unajua like ngojea kwanza. Si hii bado inamaanisha like you're leading this guy on. If he calls you,
Of course,
like,
tusha agree.
akikuita sahi na uende na alipie. Si unajua ni mbona anakuita? Unajua ama ujui? See, because before kuita inamaanisha you guys had like mlikuwa mnaongea, si ndio?
Yes, and
ndio akuite, si unajua mbona anakuita?
Most of the dates nimeenda, because the first date I went with the guy I was with. Ilikuwa date ya I like you, I want you, but I want us to go and sit down and talk. So I'll take you out on a date. I want us to talk. Nikamuuliza, so which hotel and how much is it going to be? Akaniambia, don't worry about it, I'll just pay it because I'm the one who wants to talk to you. Nataka kuset my initiative. So already you have already talked to this person. How about the bill? Kwa sababu huwezi enda malujui nini na happen, true or false? You can't. So already I know what's happening. So nikienda hapo, you already knows. Tumeongea, tukamaliza kitu. So sex itakuwa vile ndajibeba hapo. Already ishamuonesha what kind of a woman is this.
So can you date, okay, leading me to the next question. So can you only date people who have more money than you? Because of your story dating.
No, I can date anyone as long as.
So what happens in the first date when you meet? Because ulisema mali conversation ilianzia ulisema first date the guy pays.
Because ni ameniita out on a date.
So the one who calls you.
But if you tell me already tushaongea kwa simu nje bana Beka nimekwambia already nishajua what's happening. If you tell me I wanted us to go this place and this place but I don't have this and this, we can split the bill. But if you call me out on a date and you exactly, that's the point. Yeah. So is it okay to date several people at the same time? Why? Is it okay?
I would dating okay. You are dating per se, iko na meaning different for a lot of people.
But let's say romantic dating.
Yeah. So romantic dating on a okay, kuna dating apps, ndio. You meet people, you just talk, you get to know each other. So basically that is actually dating. That stage ya kujuana.
Yeah.
But for some reason hii era imekuwa a little tricky because there's a lot of sex involved.
Yeah.
So it's a little tough. Yeah, you understand? So if kwa hii era yetu, ninge advise people not to, because it entails a lot of work. People have turned dating into a mini marriage. It's just marriage minus the ring.
Yeah.
And the entire ceremony.
Yeah, because marriage actually ends in consummation.
Dating has been made to become a mini marriage, which now I wouldn't advocate for multiple dating.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, it becomes a baggage. It becomes a baggage for the girl, for the guy. For the girl, now you end up being involved with a lot of people. It's so confusing. Inafanya uyuko focused. Pia divided loyalty is very hard.
Yeah.
Kupata mtu mwenye ako na hiyo loyalty, like anaweza kuwa loyal kwa mtu mmoja na akuwe loyal kwa mtu mwingine, like multiple people.
It's really hard. Yeah.
Tricky. For the guy, it's going to be very, very overwhelming. And na hii economy ya saa hii and how the world is running, it's like a mini polygamy. You understand?
Yeah.
Taking care of multiple girls. I want nails, I want hair, take me out. You know how these girls are. Yeah. It's going to be a little bit hectic and tough for this gentleman. So technically, just find a partner. Single partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also don't think it's appropriate to date several people. Because as you've said, sex is actually Kenya making up a marriage. Marriage is not actually you're witnessing ya watu na sijui pastor. No. Marriage ends in consummation. That means after you've had sex, you've sealed everything. Yeah.
But I pretty much don't think so.
Yeah, the Bible says marriage ends in consummation. Marriage is
honey, I told you when you're talking about some things that cuts across all cultures and religion, you're not supposed to focus on what.
But I'm just saying the truth. Marriage is not. Acha nikwambie. Marriage is not only you ati watu wameoana nini. Marriage actually inakuwa marriage after may have sex because you become one.
Tough.
Yeah, you become one, completely one.
Sophie, you're talking as if people who have had sex, that's just what it requires to get married.
Because kama mimi watu wenye nime have sex now wote I'm married with them in the spirit. That means you have to break those chachana na hiyo.
No,
That's for another time. I'm not we continue.
No, I must talk about it. Like, usibrush vitu off.
Okay.
You brought the topic up, just deal with it. I pretty much do not like to agree with you from every single aspect. Because
Why?
sex is one of the requirements in marriage, but it is not the only one. There's several things that make up a marriage.
I did not say that.
And
I just
no,
said
you
what
said
ends.
No,
I
not
said
really.
marriage ends in consummation.
Not really. Marriage is a lot more than just sex.
I did not say there's not a lot more. I just said it ends in consummation. Means kuoana, I'm just saying about your marriage yenye mmeenda church umeona like iishi hapo. Yani hiyo si marriage bado. After you've had sex you've become one. Now that's consummation. Now you've become one. That's where the journey now starts.
I don't understand.
You don't.
Because there are people who have had like multiple sexual partners but still get married and still manage.
And that's why most marriages nowadays don't work, because you've been with many people. Unaona, and you've been married to many people in spirit. Unajipata most marriages don't work because umeenda na huyu uliacha ule mwenye alikuwa anakupenda, the spirit still crying, as in so you have so many people in your spirit world.
What is your definition of a good marriage? Why are you saying you have said most marriages are not working? What is your definition of a good marriage?
Nowadays, because
just answer.
Listen,
what's a good marriage?
Good marriage.
What is your definition of a good marriage? Because you've said most marriages are not working. Explain.
No.
How are they not
Okay,
working?
I'm saying most of the marriages are not working nowadays because
How?
you've been the reason acha nianze mali ndakufanya understand. The reason why we are supposed to be virgins is because it's like a covenant. That means the man that marries you is supposed to break it, and there's a blood. That means there's a covenant. And most of the times that is what keeps the marriage working. Kwa sababu you've
Virginity.
already No, listen. Not virginity.
Okay.
Just listen. Ukibreak virginity, the guy that breaks your virginity, that tends to be the man that is supposed to be married to you. That's your husband already in the spirit world. But I'm not talking to this world, yes, this like siongei in a spirit world. When a man breaks your virginity, he becomes your husband. Unaona? Because that's a covenant yenye Mungu alitupatia. The covenant of blood. One akibreak virginity yako, he becomes your husband. But now we don't have that hatuna your covenant anymore because your covenant ilienda na mtu mwingine.
So if you do not get married to a virgin, your marriage will not work.
No. Sijasema hivyo.
What do you mean?
Can you try to mean? Because we end up having sex with many people, we forget to break the soul ties.
Okay, sawa. You may not have sex to many people. You may have sex to, let's just say, approximately 2 people. Will your marriage work or not?
No, hata ukiwa na watu wengi, it can work,
but
still.
Which means?
But there are things that need to be done. Like breaking the soul ties. Kwa sababu utapata, these things follow you up. Zinakufuata. And you know it happens. Na unapata, unaenda na huyu, haiwork, unachoose mwingine, haiwork. You have so many, umeachaka umebreak watu wengi sana. Internally. Na unapata the spirits zina cry. So ukienda na mtu mwingine ni the same problem.
So the only way a person can be in a happy marriage
not
is
the only way.
Wait, the main way someone can be in a happy marriage ni wote wawili wakiwa virgins.
Not really. Bado mnaweza kosa kwa virgins, but you both of you mnatry to make it work. There's so many things that like, make up a marriage.
Ngojea, let's just go slowly. Watu wakikuwa virgins, uelewe kama ni the man is a virgin or the woman is a virgin, then they get married. So they will have a happy marriage.
No, there are other things that are involved. I just need marriage to issue yenye pia ina affect.
Umesema marriage ends in
consummation.
So it means sex is like in a seal.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about senye watu wanaoana like kwa church. Like here church is not the main thing. Yenye watu wameoana tu umeoana, huyu ni wake. No. consummation
no, that is
inafanya hiyo kitu
no,
ikue.
technically that is one thing.
Yeah.
Then kuna sex hii ingine
Ndio sana sema
ingine
ndio
like,
nasema ndio maana nimesema it ends in consummation. That means kuna hiyo but Kenya inawafanya mnakuwa one. Me I'm speaking about oneness.
Mecha nikwambie kitu moja why I don't agree with you per se. We've had people who have been cheated on. We have had people who have been like vitu zote zimefanywa.
Many things have happened.
And like they have stayed in marriage for a very very long time.
Na sijakataa.
Sijasema umekataa. Why are you being defensive?
Because I feel like you haven't understood me.
No, I have understood you, but like whatever it is you're saying, I'm not agreeing with it. You understand? I have understood, but I'm not agreeing with it. You understand? Because you may be a virgin and get married and still be in a shitty marriage.
True. Yeah.
Yes. So the sex thing did not seal anything. You understand? Sex can be done in marriage or not in marriage. You can get married as a virgin and still go and cheat. You can get married as a virgin and still go have multiple partners. You understand? So marriage for me is much more than just sex. And the reason why I feel like most especially women may hold weight in terms of sex kwa marriage. I'm sorry to say this, but ni ukweli. People like ukiweka all the weight of marriage, like ukiweka your number one first priority in marriage, I feel like you are out to be disappointed, and that's just the truth.
Becca, can you first listen to me?
Reason being is for me, I feel like marriage is already an entire construct which complements sex. You understand? This is like you have seen so many people whom you would want to.
But how do you become one? Me, I'm not talking about all these things you're saying.
These other things, there are several things that make you one.
But how does it end? That's what I'm talking about. How do you become one? Me, I'm not talking about sijui how to make it work. No, I'm just trying to say like sex ndio inawafanyaga mnakuwa one, si ndo? That's what I'm just saying. I'm not saying
like inawafanya mnakuwa okay. Now make me understand. Inawafanya mnakuwa one aje.
I'm saying you are married, but how do you become one? Like as a man and a woman, how do you become one?
But let me ask you.
No, just answer that. Ndio unielewe.
Nataka ni kuanza but nataka ni understand.
No, nimekusikiza.
Nataka ni understand.
Na nimeget that uja understand Kena sema.
Wewe unataka ni understand, si ndio? So their marriage haiwezi kuwa bila sex.
Technically, yes.
I would like to disagree with you.
Why?
Because
then why are you married?
So people get married for it's like saying ati purpose ya sex ni kuzaa. So. Purpose ya sex ni kuzaa.
Basi sijasema hivyo. Kenya nakuuliza how do you become one?
How do
you become one even in spirit? Like how do you become one completely? Because acha kwambie, because if you don't want to marry, that means you're not sexually active. True or false? Ama utaki kuwa ukioa, it means you want to have children, you want to like sex Mungu aliweka ikue. True or false?
True.
And how do you become one? Ndio maana kwambia marriage ends in consummation. Listen, sijamaanisha hizo vitu zingine they don't matter. Kinataka kusema
I don't pretty much.
Hujanielewa.
Nimekuwa understand but
bado beko hujanielewa. I'm not coming from that side you're thinking. Sikatai hizo vitu zingine zina matter.
I still feel like you can become one minus the sex part.
Sawa, sijasema sex ati ndio inafanya relationship work. No. No, sijamaanisha hivyo at all.
Okay.
Sex is not the main thing at all.
Okay.
But can I try kusema sex inawafanyaga mnakuwa one.
But not necessarily.
Okay, but yes.
Kuna zingine zinaweza fanya mkuwe one.
Ndio nakwambia sijakataa, but
for instance, acha nikwambie, if sex is the it factor, then like you would not be able, your marriage would not be married. Like you cannot maintain your loyalty to someone mkiwa long distance.
Ndio tunataka kuambia ni sasa ndio maana nakwambia mimi sisemi hizo vitu zote unasema Becca.
Unasema nini?
Kinataka kukwambia ni marriage ends in consummation. Sijasema hizo vitu they don't matter. Hii Kenya nataka kumaanisha ni like
nimekwambia lazima
okay,
just explain that.
Just
explain
your sentence.
Marriage ends explain your statement here. Marriage ends in consummation. Explain it.
That means when a man and a woman are married, see most of them they get married in the church. Ndio. Hiyo ijakuwa complete. Now after you engage in sexual act, it is now complete. That's what I'm just meaning. Sijamaanisha hizo mambo na vitu
unajua bado
zingine.
like
Listen, utaki kuunderstand easy. Ndio pole. Si kwa namaanisha mambo na hizo vitu zingine unafikiria. Pia nilikuwa na try kumean when you get listen, sijasema hivyo. Me I'm talking about si umeolewa, si ndio? Umeolewa church, si ndio? Hiyo kuolewa church watu wameona, does it make it already, you already married? Hiyo tu mimi naongea tu mambo ya kuolewa kwa church. Si umeolewa kwa church? Si ndio? But that does it make it ina make it ikwe molewa kama si lazima kuna other factors that makes you now be married completely. You're married in the church, but it doesn't end there. Now when you have sex, it is completely sealed. Mimi kwa tunaongea mambo tu ya kuwa sealed. Sikuwa na maanisha tunasema overthink your situation. Sikuwa na maanisha vitu zingine ulikuwa unamaanisha.
Your sentence like okay, venye mimi nilikuwa nimeunderstand
ulikuwa dhani kama nimesema ni the core factor.
Sio hivyo. Nilikuwa nadhani like marriage inakuwa generally sealed na sex.
Sijamaanisha.
Because I feel like I can get married and still not have sex with my partner. And we are still married. Sex does not define our marriage. Sex does not determine like if we are two people who can stay together and interact and bond and live together in harmony. Sex does not. It is one of the factors, but it is not the main one.
But so umeelewa. But so umeelewa what I was just saying by the way, like
no, if you mean the ceremony, if you use ceremony and sex, I will pretty much understand it. But now if you use, because unajua venye umesema marriage, I think difference ya hii conversation ilikuwa mimi nilikuwa na understand marriage as the activity after the ceremony. Wewe ulikuwa unaongelelea the ceremony. Ume understand?
All right. The last question. Do you have any bad dating experiences you would like to share? If not, maybe you've heard about some from your friends.
Weanza.
Yo ni tricky, si dhani nimesikia.
Hujasikia?
I've never asked my friends about their dating experiences.
People have pretty fucked up relationships, and I had this friend of mine. For instance, like for Yeye, this guy got her pregnant, and after getting her pregnant, akasema huyu mtoto si wake. And like this girl tried to plead with this guy, and after trying to plead with this guy akampiga na akamfukuza. So this friend of mine decided to like have an abortion. Now it really tore her apart emotionally. But sasa sijui hata mtu kama huyo unamadvise aje, because not everybody is at the right financial status to go for counseling. Now, counseling is not cheap, by the way.
Hey, it is expensive.
And one thing about religion, they do not condone such topics. And when you go and seek for counseling in church, it may be tricky. It may be tricky in some cases, because unaweza enda uambie the wrong person, because not everybody in church is always good. Understand? So unaweza enda uambie the wrong person, the story goes, people start judging you. So it's been hard for her. Na so she's like been amekuwa like amejifunga. She doesn't want to talk to people, she doesn't want to date anymore. And like I think this was like the second guy she was dating. And then she like found out that this guy already had a girlfriend.
That's enough trauma.
So I don't know, mtu akijipata in this case, unafanya nini as a decent human being? Because nimerealize sometimes people do bad things because they have had to endure a certain amount of pain that inawafanya wana lose the humanity in them.
And at least if they had to choose a death na kukua bad, it's better them being bad than death, you know.
So and like it's funny because alikuwa ananiambia like she was pretty honest with this guy. Alimwambia kila kitu, but this guy was like, unajua energy never lies. You stay with the person and like ana act to be funny. So like she found out by herself this guy was lying to her. but it was too late by the time she found out. So there are people who have had some pretty unfortunate experiences out here. But it's sad she faced that, but not every man out here ni wabaya. Do you understand? They're pretty decent men out here. They're pretty good guys who would do anything for her. But I feel like who would want to listen? Ndio maana mimi sipendangi societal status, because it's ina reduce the humanity in human beings. Understand? Because if you listen to this girl's story from a decent eyes person's perspective, uta understand. But ukieka na norms zote za society, it will be hard.
People are different.
People have stories to tell.
Kuna mtu yaje pitia hiyo anaona kama hiyo ni
yeah, very judgy and
wana tabia mbaya and stuff,
but sasa what happened, and sasa kuna vitu zenye huwezi futa. Ishafanyika. So unfortunately now she has to find a balance, find her way through life. Probably she'll be fine. I'll be the good friend who will support her. And but that was just so bad. And I know there are very bad cases of people who have been hit, people who have been manipulated, people who have been made to feel like less of a human being, people who have been disrespected. Like when it comes to relationship, people go through different things, and it does not necessarily mean that only girls are the victims. Not the fact that girls are not physically strong does not mean they're not intelligent. A woman can manipulate you and feel like you're stupid, like you're less of a human being, you don't deserve to be on earth, and all those whatnots. And on the real sense, you have an entire life ahead of you. You have great potential. You just need to tell yourself this every day. Let nobody ever at any point, be it your parents, be it your siblings, if you have a dream, work on it. And you know, the funny thing is, we will all die at one point. We just don't know when. We're just trying to survive up until your time ifike. You understand? So hakuna mtu mwenye ako sure na kesho. Understand? If you're rich now, you can wake up tomorrow, things happen. You're poor. You can be poor right now. You work your ass up. Tomorrow, opportunity meets preparedness. Boom, you are lucky, and then you get money, and then you start life poor up until the day God will call it and switch off the lights, and you're dead. You understand? So like, usiache mtu at any point akwambie you're less of a human being. As long as uko na mikono na miguu, or like uko na mwili and you're able to do anything, do it at like any level. Try and try. Hata kama haikulipi sahi, hata kama haitakulipa in 1 week or 1 month, keep trying.
Because timing is everything.
In fact, hata ukikufa, you will die, and everybody around you will know you tried. You didn't die a failure. You didn't die someone who amekatwa hapo hivyo ka dwanzi, like umekatwa hapo hivyo nika like akichoko ifanye kazi, like you're just waiting to be spoon fed. And make an effort, and do not let anybody take away your passion and your ambitions. So in toxic relationships, people are facing different things at different levels. It is really important to understand feelings za mtu na usimfanye I feel like less of a human being. We are not saying that women peke yake ndio wanakuwa affected in a relationship, but men also have their story, and it is very interesting to learn, because you'll understand there are also wicked women out here. So just like I said, just improve on yourself. If someone has a problem, make sure you keep on reminding yourself it is not you. And the best medicine to such people is you being successful. Be happy. In fact, utakuwa na hiyo pesa mingi, make sure you wake up every morning, just be happy, enjoy life, greet everybody, make sure wale watu wanakupenda,
be positive always.
Wale watu wanakupenda unawa embrace, you make them feel your presence. People who don't care about you, don't spend your energy on them. It is very draining. It is very draining. So maximize your time on people who make you feel like a human being and who love you, who genuinely love you, and you have seen it and felt it at all aspects of your life. So this is one of the way of getting back at people who hurt you. Because also, utaki ku put yourself on the wrong side of the law. Being a drug addict or being a sex criminal or hurting other people, all this will not make you feel complete and will not make the other person feel as though they hurt you. You'll not be able to achieve what you want. As a matter of fact, they will look at you and then they'll be like, oh my gosh, you're so sad. Unanitaka design, unafanya hizo vitu. Una understand? So don't act out of rage. Do not act out of unajichukia. Love yourself, be happy. Ata ukienda, anafaa kulearn that your presence their presence in your life was actually worse than their absence. their absence actually was an improvement. It is building you. You're getting a new job, you have new friends, your family, you're just bringing happiness to them, your friends are just singing praises, everybody who knows you, they're happy, there's a brand new you, people in the society are now understanding your presence and acknowledging your significance. It's a time for change, it's an awakening call. So don't sit and cringe and cry over your broken relationship or stupid people who came into your life and make you feel like less of a human being or wasted your time, or rather wake up, be happier than you never were. Start working, get out there, explore life, go places you didn't go, do your hobbies, watch TV, movies, listen to music, make new friends while being cautious at it. You know?
There are more things to be done. Yeah. So for mine, story for another day. But thank you for tuning in. We love you guys, and many more are going to come.
Yes. Bye. We love you.